Quick little night. We had dinner last night, and guess what? I already got some treats, a Milwaukee pack-out cooler, but I'm already out of this hotel. So we're going to the event right now and checking out some new tools and equipment. But I'm taking my bags because it was a short little trip. I got a family, man. So I flew in last night, had dinner. We're gonna do the event today, and then I'm gonna leave and be able to see my kids tonight and my wife. Let's go see what today has to bring. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. It's interesting to see all this.
Isn't it crazy?
It's crazy what they put into putting on events like
for like a couple lawn care guys.
Lawn care.
Isn't it weird? It's insane, dude. This is so cool. Lots of red. Where's your red shirt? Where's my red? Oh, I do have a Milwaukee shirt.
I didn't put mine on.
We've invested in U.S. alone $450 million of capital expenditures in the U.S. alone in the past few years. We have over 10,000 people in North America dedicated to the overall business. Our perspective is grow or die and invest in a significant way to become the #1 cordless player in all handheld equipment and walk behind equipment in the market, not only in the U.S. and Canada, but throughout the globe.
When it comes to a mower, airflow is critical in terms of delivering a great cut quality. So we really built up our competencies when it came to fluid dynamics to learn how to optimize the airflow within a deck.
You can perform a wide range of tasks, and it also lowers the cost of ownership because users can add attachments when they need them. We'll reach full throttle in less than 1 second and has perfect balance. This reduces user fatigue and provides absolute control during operation. I'm going to demonstrate the power of this tool by cutting this broom head. And this broom head really simulates a thick brush application. Our pole saw, the 3-foot extension that expands the range of that saw. This will scour in between the cracks of concrete in those expansion joints, and it cleans amazingly well.
Excited to talk to you about our expanding blower category. We recently launched our new M18 Fuel dual battery blower, which is going to be a supplementary solution to our existing M18 Fuel blower. We've seen tremendous success with our M18 Fuel blower over the years, as it's a really great lightweight supplemental solution for the professional landscape maintenance user, as well as our massive installed M18 user base using this for landscape maintenance applications, but also for cleanup on the job site. We also focused a lot around the balance of this tool. So you can see when I'm holding the blower, the nozzle is naturally pointing down towards the working surface. So I'm not having to spend additional time or strain on my wrist to angle this back down. That updated lock-on design and optimized balance provides the user with the best clearing control. But you'll see how they perform as well. All right, let's see how it does. All right, it had to warm up a little bit. We'll give it another shot. So you can see, I was able to make a little movement there. But let's move over to the dual battery blower. So you can see, we're easily able to outperform that gas unit without any of the gas headaches.
They're forced to compromise between selecting gas chainsaws or the battery solutions available today. And the lion's share of those users go with gas, and rightfully so, because the gas engine today is the only thing that has the performance to keep up with the demands of the arborist. Now they make this decision with the trade-offs of these gas headaches And for the professional arborist, this means hundreds of pull starts every single day while you're balancing up on a tree branch or in the confined space of a bucket, introducing fatigue to their shoulder that they need to be able to maneuver their saw or climb around the canopy of a tree. This means unprecedented amount of noise for the user, whether running the saw or even idling on their hip. Now on the professional arborist job site, you'll have a user that's 160 feet plus in the air, and they're relying on their intercom system to communicate with the ground crew. Anytime that saw is running, you're cutting off communication with the rest of your crew, isolating that user up in the air. Not only is this a massive hit to productivity, where that user has to shut off their saw, pull start it again, just to communicate with their crews, but it's also incredibly dangerous. Now the next piece is emissions. As you guys know, small engines emit quite a bit of emissions. Now the relationship between a chainsaw and the user is very intimate, right? The chainsaw is always on your body. And when you're cutting with a chainsaw 8 hours a day, having that much exposure to emissions and heat, that does a toll on your health. And also you have to go throughout your life smelling like 50 to 1 mix, which nobody wants. Now the last piece we've noticed working with these tree service companies, not only the users, but the owners of these companies, is the maintenance piece. So we've noticed it's common practice for these tree service companies to run a backup saw for every saw they have in the field, with the expectation that something's going to break down on that saw. They're gonna have to send that saw out for maintenance, have it out of commission for over a week. Or they have a dedicated service technician with a graveyard of small engine parts dedicated to just servicing gas engines. Now they're willing to make this trade-off because the battery solutions today do not deliver upon the performance that they require. Now the performance is really broken down into two things. First is power, right? The power to give you the confidence to complete even the most demanding applications. And for the professional arborist, right here, say you're topping out the top of a tree, you're 160 feet in the air. You're making your back cut, and you need to get a nice, clean hinge wood. You need the confidence that your saw is going to be able to power through and land the top of that tree nicely into the customer's side yard. If your saw stalls or bogs down, your hinge wood's going to be unbalanced and potentially fall on a customer's home, causing thousands of dollars of damage and a couple one-star reviews on Google, right? So because of these trade-offs, the user is forced to compromise with gas. And the vision for our chainsaw category is to deliver the performance required by the pro without compromises. Then the M18 Fuel top handle chainsaw. Anyone who knows the arborist knows the top handle chainsaw is the weapon of choice when executing aerial applications. With this saw, we are able to outperform in speed of cut the leading gas top handle chainsaw on the market today. We're able to generate twice the torque of that leading gas competitor, being able to complete those demanding applications and making this saw a true removal top handle, not just a pruning saw like the battery competitors out there today. Most importantly, we deliver upon this performance without the headaches associated with gas. All right, Tony, 3, 2, 1. So as you guys can see, not only are we faster than gas, we're doing it with way more power without these headaches.
Can we get a non-Milwaukee guy to run that gas power?
Sure.
Hey, step up, Stanley. I'd like to see you do it.
We got some spare chops.
I got some Try and get there. Come on, go. There we go.
3, 2, 1, go. hatchet, we had a tremendous amount of positive feedback, both from our users and the market, creating a new space within a very mature chainsaw category. We also heard some negative feedback, right? And we always have our eyes and ears to the ground. And we heard, hey, this is a fantastic solution. But man, know what would be cooler? If we had an M18 solution, putting us on our largest installed user base. Maybe even leveraging the extra power you can get out of the M18 platform. We also heard, hey, this 6-inch bar is an excellent for pruning cutting system. But know what would be pretty cool? If we upped it 2 inches, maybe do an 8-inch cutting system. Well, in classic Milwaukee fashion, we listen to our users. So introducing the M18 Fuel Hatchet 8-inch pruning saw. This saw still delivers upon the tight access and control that you've all come to know and love from the hatchet style pruning saw, but it delivers a demonstrable step up in performance. You're delivering peak power levels that have not been seen before from a pruning saw. And also you're delivering, because of that power, a faster speed of cut than the go-to pruning solutions today. So what we're gonna be doing is demoing the M18 Fuel Hatchet against the go-to solution for the professional arborist when going up into a tree for any pruning application. This is a 25cc top handle chainsaw. Notice the power I can put into this. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Put the unit down, pump it up a few times to get it up to pressure, and then you can pick it back up and get to spraying. With our solution, all you have to do is hit the power button and you're immediately ready to get spraying here. So driving increased productivity from that perspective.
This power head is universal, and each attachment will plug into the power head.
That's awesome. So you guys are just expanding. This is what the lineup was, and you guys just added these 3 new products.
To the right, it's been around for a couple years, and then these 3 are brand new this year.
Check this out. Wow. That is awesome. How much can this cut?
That'll take out an inch diameter tree.
Yep.
It's all in how much.
So if we had
patience you have, right?
little saplings or something growing up, we can just knock them down.
Yeah.
That's
As long
really
as you're
cool.
patient, if you go right into it, of course you'll bog down.
Yeah.
You gently go into it. It'll keep.
Somebody said something about snow. Which one of these paddle brooms is for snow?
The bristle broom is best.
Okay. So anything on pavement, you want to go with the bristle?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then this, since it's rubber, that's what makes it not tear up the grass?
Better for the grass. Yep. Grass is intact.
Check this out. They have literally a solution for everything here. They got fans on these little tents. There's actually a new to me. I've never seen it before. I'll show you over here on the tables. It's like a charging pack. You can plug in a laptop. You can plug in your phone. But we're gonna run through here the stations, and I'll show you a little bit of the things that are here. I already have this system. I love it. And to pick a paddle broom, and especially that brush cutter. That brush cutter, I know a lot of you guys, and I need them sometimes, but we do a lot of the weekly maintenance stuff, but you know, we're always gonna run across a situation where we need it. All right, let's go check out this new blower. Let's see, this will be the dual battery. Here's the single battery, okay? Let's try it.
That's a good test. Right there.
You can really notice the power. And not a lot heavier either.
Right, absolutely.
Like, I don't notice a huge That's incredible.
All right, guys. Blake's going to be taking over the Milwaukee chainsaw. I think he's running the top handle first. I think you got enough. You got enough. You want to cut on the other side, Blake? You got a little bit more room over here.
All right, this is Milwaukee's new top handle. Have you do tree work, right? A little bit?
Yeah, yeah. We harvest about 50 cord a year for firewood for ourselves.
And it is the top handle. Is everybody saying this is what the preference is?
Not for logging. This is for arborists. This
Like
is
up in a tree.
You go to the top of a tree and you don't want to be yanking on something. These guys are in probably some of the most dangerous work you can ever imagine. They just want something that delivers smooth, powerful performance and be lightweight and easy to handle. And I think that's what these guys have developed this for. Am I right on this? Yep.
Because this is something you just like have here while you're climbing up a tree, right?
Yep, so if you look on the back of it, it's got that loop there that you can tie off onto to hang it from your harness.
Gotcha. Let's try it out. That's awesome. Have you used it? There's a lot of power.
No, I'm going to try it here in a few minutes. I want to get you. I want to watch you use it first.
That's awesome.
That's a 12-inch. We have a 14-inch model too. You got more than enough.
Can we try that one too?
I mean, it's the same saw, just different cutting system. Just want to make you aware there's two different styles.
Okay, so what size is that?
So this is a 12-inch cutting system. That's 14.
14.
Some guys like 12 because it gives you, you can put it into a scabbard easier in a bucket, a little bit more compact. 14 is really where the pro is at for like the removal jobs, gives you that full cut capacity.
So if somebody was getting one chainsaw, which one would you suggest?
Sure, I mean there's a right saw for any application, right? So really what we try to do is say, hey, our 16-inch chainsaw, or 14-inch bird handle saw, if you're on the ground bucking firewood, felling trees from the ground, that's a fantastic solution. If you're someone who's going up in the air, right? Yeah, exactly, 160 feet in the air sometimes, in a bucket, climbing, or a lift, you're going to want to use a top handle chainsaw. This is a more pro-focused arboricultural saw. And then the M18 hatchet, I mean, that's just an all-around excellent pruning saw for people who want to do some demanding pruning applications. And then the M12 hatchet, that's your saw, that's the smallest, best access and control of all. So really there's a right saw for the application.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Stan. That was fun.
Yeah.
Your turn. Let's go.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
I want to try to torque it out a little bit right now, you guys. I just want to really put too much pressure on it and see what it takes to stall it out. Because it seemed like it had a lot of power. She goes pretty good.
What do you think about that?
That's way nicer. Way nicer.
I saw you struggle 3-4 times with that gas one.
Look at the control I have.
That's insane.
That's the control that I got with that little one. Frisbee.
So I want to try to cut this with hand shears, loppers, and then with Milwaukee's new pruning shears. So let's try it out. You can do it, but it's a lot of work. Like I only want to do one, you know?
A little easier, but tight spaces. That's
Yeah,
a challenge.
big. I mean, and those are big ones. I have like smaller ones, so it'd just be that much harder.
Yep.
All right, let's try it out. That's awesome. So they were showing also, if you just barely pull the trigger, it follows you all the way down. And what's the plus to that?
So it's more control, right? You can get into tighter spaces,
So
you control
let's say
exactly.
if I had a tight space here, I could lower it down to fit in there.
Exactly, yep.
Gotcha.
And you don't actually need the jet to open every single time, so you can actually control the depth of the actual blade.
And that's that mode?
Yeah. So if you're working with the smaller branches, you have a lot more productivity as you're going through the application.
Right, okay. So if
Not,
they were
not particularly for that one.
right, so if they were smaller like this,
Yeah, absolutely.
then we could just one after another.
You get 2,000 cuts before you actually have to replace the battery. So
Really, 2,000 cuts.
full day of runtime, baby.
That's incredible. I wanted to check out these guys real quick. Honestly, it just looked like a fun little experiment to use.
Use it on the bush too.
And then I think, oh yeah, I will do that.
That's why we got all these bushes here. Use them.
And then this is a competitor, I guess, right? Yep. And I can already feel just like the cheapness of it. I'm getting a lot of weird vibration. Without restriction, and then if I we get to a breakthrough like passing that way before we try to put all the engineering detail. Check this out. This is the first time I've ever seen it. They call it the Milwaukee top off. It just goes on an M18 battery. You can plug in your laptop, phone. This is really, really cool. Somebody said they powered a crock pot for 2 hours off of this. All right, that just about wraps it up. This is their new hand tool facility. It's crazy. A couple things that really stuck out to me is how much effort they put into designing, testing new products before they roll out. They're not just like printing products and just putting them out to market. They do a ton of testing. Another thing that I knew and I realized, but I didn't know how difficult it was to make sure that all batteries can work on all tools, or most tools, right? And so he said, when we were on the tour today, somebody said you could take a battery from 2007 and put it in a tool that just came out here in 2022. I think that's huge. And it really speaks to them, once somebody invests into a platform, that they're not just ditching them and, you know, making them buy all new batteries and all new chargers. So that's it from Milwaukee Tool. This was an awesome event, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out this garage. This is like some organization, and I want my garage to look like this. Look at this. Oh my god. Check this one out. I love this. That's it. What an awesome event. So thank you guys so much for watching, always supporting, man. It was awesome that I could bring you guys along, and shout out to Milwaukee Tool. This was really, really fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.